welcome to the Fancy Thinker. I'm Jared, and today I am going to talk about Conan-SONGS of the Slain by Tim Lebbon. This is the latest offering from Titan Books Publishing, and I really like their packaging. It's got this nice, cool axe in the front there within the jacket. And their books always come with some really cool artwork on the inside as well. So, take a look at that stuff. That's pretty cool stuff. I like it. Illustrated by Juan Alberto Hernandez. And so, very nicely done. Very nicely put together. As far as the story goes, it started out pretty cool. This is a story that takes place during Conan's later years when he was a king. And just like every other Conan story that has Conan as the king later on in life, he always is throwing aside his kingship duties in order to go on an adventure, and there's always some excuse, some reason. Sometimes they're good, sometimes maybe he just wants to get away. But yeah, Conan, you always get the impression he just doesn't really like being a king all that much. He likes to call a battle. He likes to the challenge of adventure, and that's kind of what this book embodies. And there's an interesting prologue in here. Maybe it might just be the first chapter instead of a prologue, but that goes back in time, so I'm not spoiling. It's the first thing, so it goes, not spoiling anything. And the whole premise of this book is that Conan, as king, gets approached to fulfill a promise he made decades ago. I can't even remember promises I made last week, but anywho, so that's the premise of the book, and that's where, I don't know, the book was okay. It was moving along fine, and then it just got bogged down in battle scene after battles, fights, not battles, not even battles, fight scene after fight scene. And it got down to Conan comes across these people who do songs. Okay, that's not a spoiler, right? And it just comes down to this, what you want to do with your life, basically. Do you want to constantly be on your guard like Conan and always ready for battle and always looking for that next thing to take on, that next challenge? Or is your next challenge peace? Is it finding that next song? Is it finding that next creative outlet? It's kind of like me, I guess. And the problem with, and that's a great theme. It's a great premise. It's a great thing. It's a great thing to discuss. The problem with this book is it really hits you over the head over and over again. And so not only do you have these long descriptions of battles where it's just, he takes his sword and he thrusts right and he comes down hard to the, and that's repeated over and over. But not only do you have that, but you also have these things being, hit over your head again and again, about what, the difference between Conan and these other people, basically. So in between all that, you get, of course, glimpses into what the conflict is, what is opposing Conan, the reason why he's going out on this adventure. And they're typical Conan bad guys. And the thing I'm saying, I guess, is that while this book it has the trappings of fun in Conan world, there is nothing really new here. There's nothing new that's explored. it seems like the author tries to make these this people who make songs unique to the Conan mythos and world, but it doesn't really gel that well. So if you're if you're looking for something to just pass the time, this is fine. It reads very quickly. It's only 300 pages, and it you'll get through it very quickly. Especially, I think, especially if you listen to it on audiobook, you'll probably get through it very quickly. And so that's not a problem. It wasn't painful to read or anything. There was nothing inherently wrong with any prose or anything like that. But the the beating over the head of the themes that he was trying to explore in here, and the constant battle scenes just I found just a little boring at times. And so I think you would be much better off if you haven't read any of the Titan books that for Conan that they put out. You'd be much better off with John Hawking's offerings than this one, as it stands. So I've read 4 of the Titan books that have had Conan in the title, and I think those were the City of the Dead were the best ones. This one was probably the weakest of the bunch so far. Yeah. So all that said, like I said, it was still fun. It was still a fun read. It was fun seeing Conan take on the usual foes that he takes on, sorcerers and what have you, and egomaniacs who think they just want to best him and stuff like that. So it was fun in that way. But if you're looking for something deeper, it's not gonna be in here. So with all that said, Conan-Songs of Slain will not be on the top 10 this year. But quick and fun nonetheless. With all that said, be good to each other, and thank you for watching.